She's a political strategist with close ties to the governor and a candidate for governor. Tonight, Dana Williamson says she is guilty of fraud and lying in a federal investigation. Williamson was at the center of a political corruption scandal involving Xavier Becerra's funds.
And she was facing 23 charges, but today she and federal prosecutors struck a plea deal. KCRA 3 political director Ashley Zavala joins us. Ash, you were in the courtroom when all of this happened. What did she say when she pleaded guilty?
Right. I mean, the main words we heard from her today were, "Yes, Your Honor." Williamson and federal prosecutors carried out that plea deal, which the judge accepted. Prosecutors agreed to drop all but 3 of the charges against her. So, what could this mean for the California politicians that she's connected to? Williamson's attorney said she is not helping in any kind of federal investigation into any of those politicians as part of this deal. They say this was the result of a cordial, respectful negotiation between Williamson and federal prosecutors, but it is an issue that has been looming over the California governor's race.
Excuse me, guys.
Dana Williamson walked into federal court Thursday with private security and a plea deal. Inside the courtroom where cameras are not allowed, Williamson pled guilty to 3 felony charges, including conspiracy to commit wire and bank fraud. Prosecutors say she helped Xavier Becerra's longtime chief of staff, Sean McCluskey, funnel $225,000 out of one of Becerra's campaign accounts. The money went to the personal bank account of McCluskey's wife. Becerra had served as California's Attorney General before joining President Joe Biden's cabinet as Health and Human Services Secretary. Court records say McCluskey took a pay cut to follow him to Washington, D.C. The issue has been hanging over the California governor's race, in which Becerra is the Democratic frontrunner. I asked him about all of this last month.
I mean, I just want to confirm on the record here, like, you were really, truly misled there.
Yeah, as I said, gut punch.
Separate from that crime, Williamson also pled guilty to filing false taxes and making false statements to the FBI. Ms. Williamson, do you have anything to say?
Yeah.
She remained tight-lipped as she walked back to her car Thursday. Ms. Williamson, is Xavier Becerra a victim in this?
This idea to take money from the Becerra account originated with Sean McCluskey. This was his idea.
McGregor Scott is Williamson's lawyer. Did Xavier Becerra know that this was happening?
I have no way of knowing that. I've never spoken to Mr. Becerra about it.
But did Dana tell you that he knew?
My client has told me from day one that she never had any direct communication with Xavier Becerra about this. Her communication about this whole concept was exclusively through Mr. McCluskey. So you're going to have to ask Mr. Becerra.
A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office said Becerra is not implicated in the case. Becerra said in a statement, "As I said from day one, I was not involved. I did nothing wrong, and now the record confirms it. We can close the book on this."
You say to yourself, why? What was her motivation? Her motivation was singular and heart-rending. She was trying to help a friend in a hard time.
Sean McCluskey has already pled guilty to conspiracy to commit wire and bank fraud. His sentencing is scheduled in Sacramento on June 4th. We reached out to his attorneys for comment, but we're still waiting to hear back. Williamson is expected to be back in court for a status conference on her own sentencing, likely in September. Her crimes carry penalties of up to 30 years in prison and more than $1 million in fines. We should note she got a liver transplant recently, and so her attorney is going to try to really ask for the lowest possible sentencing that she could get.
Because she just got that liver transplant. And, you know, and if you're wondering, well, McGregor Scott, that name sounds familiar. That's because Williamson's attorney, McGregor Scott, he served as the U.S. attorney in our region during President Trump's first administration, along with other offices up and down the state of California. So what did McGregor Scott have to say about the timing of all of this?
Right. I mean, with his experience at the Department of Justice, he noted it has been a long-standing practice at the department to have this policy to avoid any action that could have an impact on the election within 60 days of that election. We're about 18 days out today. He said he actually requested to postpone today's hearing until after the June primary, but federal prosecutors apparently wouldn't budge there. He said he has no evidence this is political, but it's a question worth asking federal prosecutors. So we did. When we asked, the U.S. Attorney's Office came back and said no candidate for governor is implicated in this case.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, though, how it affects Becerra's campaign at this point.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, Ashley, thank you.